Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another horror movie review today. If you watched my last review of The Loved Ones, I apologize profusely for not being well prepared this month and having a couple of days where I just didn't post anything and then just like unloaded all of these videos on you to catch up. Tip of the month is be more prepared and don't do 31 days of horror if you've just started school up again and you have schoolwork and regular work on top of this. Not a good idea. But right now we're going to be talking about the movie Afflicted, which is a found footage horror movie about two friends that go on, or they are embarking on a trip around the world, and one of them gets bitten by a vampire. So it's like the movie is like a progression of his vampire symptoms and then, you know, him turning into a vampire basically. So I'll just start off with what I liked about it. I will just say, even though this is a found footage horror movie, I have nothing bad to say about it being found footage. Usually when I get into what I don't like about it, it's because like there was too much running and the camera was shaking, or like a digital camera and it's all like staticky. Like if you know, I don't have any gripes about this being a found footage horror movie, actually. I know. So we'll just put it out there that it's found footage, and then that's it. We're gonna leave it at that. That was progress for me. Normally I can't let go of that. So right, what I liked about it, I liked that it was a nice and scary vampire story. I feel like like when Dracula came out and all that, vampires were portrayed as monsters, and then like as time went on, people got into the like, they started tapping into the more romantic side of the vampires, which vampires have always been kind of romantic and seductive in a way, but with like the Anne Rice novels and all other, basically started with the books, with like the Anne Rice novels and everything that followed, like Twilight and all that, all the young adult fiction and stuff. Vampires kind of became not scary and just more like sexy and, sorry, my face itched, just more sexy and things like that. So, which I guess at the time, like when Anne Rice wrote her books, it was kind of refreshing. So it was like, oh, it's something different, they're not scary, blah, 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 blah. So I feel like it's now become refreshing again for vampires to be scary, which they were in the first place. I just found that kind of funny. I was like, oh man, like I found myself thinking like, man, it's so nice to see like a scary vampire story. And I liked the social media aspect of the movie. So like the premise of them filming, Derek is the main character. Derek has a condition. Basically, he doesn't know how much longer he'll be able to travel, and he really does love to travel. So this is kind of like the last hurrah almost, like a sort of like huge big trip just in case something happens down the line and he is not able to travel anymore. He wants to at least be able to say he did this. And then his friend Cliff is the one who's basically in charge of filming, and as they were filming it, at least I got the impression that they were uploading it daily. Like they would film for a day and then Cliff would upload it. Like they created a blog just for it and stuff like that. So people were following their story. So you get the idea, like people are following the story online just as we're following the story in the movie. So I really liked that kind of like YouTube-y social media aspect to it. I thought that was really creative. Which kind of leads me into what I didn't like about it. I wish they had utilized that a little bit more. There's some really good scenes in there, particularly when Derek is starting to turn into a vampire, but they don't know what's going on yet. Eventually they figure out what he's turning into, but it's like kind of that in-between time where we know what he's turning into, the characters don't know, but there's moments where Cliff will like look in the comments and they're pointing out stuff, and that's when it kind of like clicks that something is really wrong. I just wish they had utilized that more towards the end of the movie. basically, because I wanted to know what happened, because it was clear that despite everything that happens, they're still uploading this. It's part of what Derek is doing. Basically, he's trying to find the person that turned him into a vampire because he thinks there might be a cure or something like that. So he uploads this stuff to the internet to try and like get the person to come to him. Like, so I just would have liked to see more of like, I wish they had utilized those comments a little more. And you know, I just wanted to see like, because it's become clear, like basically they just, in the movie, they let the whole world know that there are vampires because this man is turning into one. So I would have liked to see like the repercussions of that. Yeah. But overall, I actually really enjoyed this. I'm probably gonna watch it again, if not like purchase it and own it. Like, I did really enjoy this. I hardly noticed like it was found footage. Like, it just didn't even like click in my mind. And despite the one flaw that I had with it, I thought it was really good. It was scary. Yeah, I really liked it. So this was a great suggestion. Thank you for suggesting this movie. If you've seen Afflicted, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. And until a couple minutes from now when the next video uploads, stay strange. Alright guys, be sure to follow me on all my social media over here. If you want, you can also subscribe to me by clicking right down here. I swear I'm much better at uploading my regular videos now. I used to be not so good at uploading my regular videos, but now I am. So don't worry about that. So you can still subscribe, it's okay.